Exercise 10.1, problem 1, division 3, solution. Draw a graph for the function y is equal to x plus 2 into x plus 4. So this is slightly different from the previous problems. The previous problem we were given y is equal to minus 4x square, 3x square and so on. The key there is y, when we have y equal to, let's say 3x square. Okay. So what will happen so the root for this is 0, 0, right? When the x equal to 0, the y equal to 0, right? So the point origin is the point where the curve cuts the x-axis, right? So in this case, x is equal to 0. So pardon me for this. I can't write any better with this pad actually. Okay, so y is equal to 3x squared. So when x is equal to 0, y is equal to 0. So the point at which the graph or the curve cuts the y-axis, x-axis is when x is equal to 0. Now if you look at this, when will it cut the x-axis? That is when y equal to 0, right? When y equal to 0, x plus 2 into x plus 4 will be equal to 0, or x will be equal to minus 2, or x will be equal to minus 4. So we have the values of x as x is equal to minus 2 and minus 4. In this case, what the range we had, the range is minus 3 to 3. That is what the range we were been taking in the previous problem. It doesn't really matter because 0 happens to be in between. So the x is equal to 0 happens to be between these two. Now if we take the same range, x is equal to minus 3 to 3, what will happen? This point will lie outside the range. So we'll have to be careful in selecting the range. In these cases, we can take minus 3 to 3, or in these cases, you'll have to find the roots and you'll have to take a range in such a way it encompasses these 2 points. Okay. Now, so what should be our range? The minimum x must be x is equal to minus 4, or we can take it as up from minus 5. So we'll take x is from minus 5, and instead of going up to 3, we'll take it up to 2. Right? Because otherwise we will get too many points. So x is equal to minus 5, minus 4, minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2. I hope I made it clear. Like in the previous case, if we had taken the range of x is equal to minus 3 to 3, what will happen? This point x is equal to minus 4 and y is 0 will fall out of it. You will not get that point in the graph at all. So that is not right. So in these cases, you find the roots and make sure the range of x, select the range of the x such that it encompasses these points. Right, now we have taken the x values, find these two values, that is x plus 2 and x plus 4, and then multiply these two to get the value of y. So what is x plus 2? Minus 5 plus 2, that is minus 3, minus 4 plus 2 is minus 2, minus 3 plus 2 is minus 1, minus 2 plus 0 is 0. Similarly, fill the remaining cells. And what is this? This is x plus 4, that is minus 5 plus 4, that is minus 1, minus 4 plus 4, 0. Similarly, fill the remaining cells. Now, what is our y? Y is the product of these two factors. So, this into this will give you the y value for this x value, right? So, minus 3 into 1, minus 1 is 3, minus 2 into 0 is 0. So, do the multiplication of these two rows, you will get the values of this row or the values of y. Now, we have the values of x and the corresponding values of y. So, we can actually select we have got the points which needs to be plotted. But the next important thing is we'll have to select the scale. For the scale, we have to see the range. So x is varying from minus 5 to minus 2. So we will keep the same 1 centimeter equal to 1 unit for x-axis. Now coming to y varies from minus 1 to 24. So when you put x is equal 1 centimeter equal on the y-axis, the scale, if you take 1 centimeter equal to 1 unit, you need at least 25 centimeters. So which is not possible. So let's take it as 2 centimeters. Sorry, 1 centimeter equal to 2 units, right? So the scale on the x-axis is 1 centimeter equal to 1 unit, and for the y-axis 1 centimeter equal to 2 units. Next, we'll collect all the points. The points are minus 5, 3, minus 4, 0, minus 3, minus 1, minus 2, 0. It goes on, right? So I have collected all the points. So then you have to plot the points and join them to form the smooth curve. So that is how this problem will be done. Next, let's go to we'll have to plot we have to draw the x-axis and write the values on the x-axis and the y-axis, and thereafter we'll have to plot the points. Now as usual, we can have an x-axis ranging on the graph sheet -8 to 8, but for the y-axis, since the value of y is only at one point is below x-axis, that is, we have only one negative value. So on the negative value, we don't need to put too many y values. So let's take 2 centimeters for the y, negative y, and all the remaining above for the positive y. Okay, so this is our x-axis, and as usual we'll take the center point as a 0, and 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 8 or 6, whichever your sheet makes it available accommodates. Okay, on the negative side I've gone up to -8. Okay, right. Now on the y-axis, I'm not taking this as 0, 0. I'm putting it equally both on the positive and negative side, because the negative, you have only one value, so I'm cut shortening the negative y-axis. I'm putting only 2 centimeters there, right? Because we have 1 centimeter is 2 units, so 0, -2, and this will be -4. I'm putting all the y-axis on the positive sides. So, and we know 1 centimeter is 2 units. So this is 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 goes on. Right, now we have written the values of the x-axis and the y-axis, the units along the x-axis and the y-axis. Now it's ready to plot the points. So we have the points -5, 3, -4, 0, -3, -1 from our earlier calculation. Now let's take the first point. So x is equal to -5, y is equal to -3. X is equal to -5 and y is equal to -3. So we are 0, this is 2 and this is 4. So this is 3, midpoint of between 2 and 4. So you come along this horizontal line and you go up on this side. So the meeting point is our -5, 3. Next is -4, 0. So along the x-axis is -4. Okay. And the y-axis is 0. So which means the point is on the x-axis. So this is the point. Remember, x is equal to -4 was one root. That is the point. The next one is -3, -1. So x is equal to -3 and y will be equal to -1. So 0, this is -1, right? Because this is -2, so this is -1. So this is the point. Next is -2, 0. X is equal to -2, y equal to 0. So this is the second point on the x-axis. So these are the two roots. So this is what I was saying. It's like if we had taken, like the previous case, the curve to be ranging from x is equal to -3 to 3, we would have missed this root actually. Okay, so you have to be careful to include the roots. So to have the graph on both sides of the root actually. Okay, actually if you had selected few more points on the left side also, it would have been good. The curve will be much more better, right? Right. Now x is equal to these are the two roots, right? The next one is x is equal to -1, y is equal to 3. So this is x is equal to -1, y is 2, 3. So this is the point. Similarly, you can plot all the remaining points. Okay, right, done. Now what is the next thing? We have to, as I said, you'll have to draw a smooth curve. Before drawing the smooth curve, join these 2 points using a straight line, but using a very thin line. Very thin, more or less invisible. It should be only visible to you. Okay, and then connect all the points using a smooth curve. Okay, here we go. I've got it all done. So we have this smooth curve, right? And then you have to write the equation or the function here, right? So finally the graph has got all the points. You got a smooth curve, you have the function, we have labeled the x-axis and the y-axis, and you have written the scale. So it is complete. Okay, so I hope it's clear. If not, please go through one more time. It will become clear. Thanks for watching this video.